At that time, Michael, the great prince who stands watch over your people, will rise up, and there will be a time of distress such as never has occurred. And since nations came into being until that time, but at that time, your people who are found written in the book will escape. Is your name in that book? Many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake. Some to eternal life, some to shame and eternal contempt. Those who are wise will shine like the bright expanse of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, keep these words secret and seal up the book until the time of the end. Many will roam about and knowledge will increase. Then I, Daniel, looked, and two others were standing there, one on the bank of the river and one on the other. And one of them said to the man dressed in linen, who was over the waters of the river, how long until the end of these extraordinary things? And then I heard the man dressed in linen, who was above the waters of the river. He raised both hands towards heaven and swore by him who lives eternally that it would be for a time, times, and half a time. And when the power of the holy people is shattered, all these things will be completed. And I heard, but did not understand. So I asked my Lord, what will the outcome of these things? What will be the outcome of these things? Go on your way, Daniel, for the words are secret and sealed up until the time of the end. Many will be purified, cleansed, and refined, but the wicked will act wickedly. None of the wicked will understand, but the wise will understand. From the time the daily sacrifice is abolished and the abomination of desolation is set up, there will be 1290 days. As for the one who waits for and reaches 1335 days is blessed. But as for me, you go on your way until the end, and you will rest, then rise at your destiny until at the end of the days. I'm going to go back here real quick. He said this. Hold on. And while I was considering the horns, suddenly another horn, a little one, came up among them. And the first horns were uprooted before it. And there were eyes in the horn like a man's, and it had a mouth that spoke arrogantly. And I kept watching. And thrones were set in place. And the Ancient of Days took his seat, and his clothing was white like snow, and the hair of his head like whitest wool, and his throne was a flaming fire, and its wheels were a blazing fire, and a river of fire was flowing, coming out from his presence, and thousands upon thousands served him. 10,000s times 10,000s stood before him, and the court was convened, and the books were open.